Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Have you ever played tic-tac-toe and wished it just had a little bit more? Me neither. But yet, they brought us Pocket Ops. Pocket Ops is tic-tac-toe with player powers. Each round, you're going to get a player power, and then you put it on the board. If you successfully put the tic-tac-toe on the board, the X or the O, then you'll get to activate that power. Now, there's a little bit of bluffing involved in this. So when you put the X, you don't just get to put your spot there. What you'll be doing instead, in this game, I think X and O's are spies, the other player can guess where you're going to go. If they guess correctly, then your piece doesn't get to come out. If they guess incorrectly, then the piece is on the board. So there's a little bit of bluffing back and forth. I get that this is meant to be a quick game. It had some flaws for me. One, I don't really care for tic-tac-toe. I do like the addition of the bluffing. I do like the addition of the special powers. I just wish there were more special powers. I wish, honestly, I could just get rid of the spies and have all the special powers. I think the game, while it may drag on a little bit, might be more fun. I did not try it that way. Don't recommend it. I'm not trying to recreate the game. I'm just saying that was the fun part. Having one per game, you play best 2 out of 3 in this, just didn't seem like enough. It didn't seem interesting enough. There weren't enough spaces. We still had a lot that ended up in a tie. This is something I played with my son, who was 6 at the time. We had a good time with it. It was okay, but it's nothing that I would recommend. I would definitely say, if you're wanting a pocket game, this might be it. But otherwise, this was a complete purge for me. Here's Pocket Ops, very portable. I got this zoomed in quite a bit. My hand can fit right over it. If you're wearing cargo shorts, it can definitely fit in one of your pockets. You can see a little bit of it here. We'll open it up. You're going to have a little small rule book, which we'll take a look at in a minute. You're going to have a number of these little tiles with silk screened on them for each of the colors. You're going to have a little small deck of cards in here. These are like little Hobbit-sized cards. They're okay quality. They have different kind of artwork on them. And a couple of little crystals here that are going to be just nice cardboard. You have this. It's just a scorekeeper. You put the crystals inside of it. And then you're going to have the first player marker, which will lose all ties, the board that you'll be playing with right there, and you're going to get a promo card for Unreal Estate in here. You're going to have the Sniper's Tower. I don't have this game. I don't know how to play this game, but it does come with a copy of that. Here's a rulebook. Very, very small. Gives you a little bit of a story here telling you about tic-tac-toe. Picture of the components, which is great. You can have setup over here and kind of how to do the specialist setup. This is going to be the gameplay. All the different areas you have on the side here in the lighter blue are going to be your examples with full pictures. And then what to do with draws, round ends, and then description of each of the people that they do on the board. Rulebook was very good. I didn't have any problems. It's a very, very simple game, especially if you have any kind of experience with tic-tac-toe. So the players are going to have 2 types of tokens that they're going to have here. They're going to have their spies, which they'll use in every game, and they'll have these specialists that they'll have. Now, the specialists will be turned face down, as each player will do this, and you will kind of shuffle them up so you don't know what is what, and you will secretly take one, and that will be your specialist for the turn. Each one will work differently, but you'll do that, and you are set up to play the game. So then you'll have the board here, and what's going to happen is a player will decide where they want to go, and the opposing player will then try to thwart that. So everybody's going to have a deck of cards, which will have the letters of the different spaces on the board. So this player will say, hey, I think he's going to go to B. He would do this secretly and place this face down. If the person goes to B and the card is flipped over and it is B, then the spy would come off the board. He would not get that spot. But if you had put B down and let's say he went to F and he turned it over and it's B, but he went to F, then that spot would stay there. What you're trying to do, just like tic-tac-toe, get 3 in a row to win. So that's the majority of the game. The secondary part of the game that you'll be playing with are the specialists. And each of these will do something different. So let me run through what each of these little specialists will do as you go through the game. When you place a sniper out, if the person did not guess what room you're going to be in, he can eliminate one person's spy from anywhere on the board and just take it right off. So the courier, you're going to play into a room where you have a friendly spy. If it ends up being correctly, then you can move the spy into an orthogonally adjacent place. So I can move him here, here, or here. Let's say I want to go ahead and put him in the middle. Now with the mole, what he's going to do is when you put him into a spot, if he's successful and you really want to get this middle, you can swap an enemy with another spot, That way you can get a better position. If the hacker is successful, then on your next turn, you get to play 2 cards instead of 1 to try to guess the location. So the hacker will give you a better shot of catching the person. The grappler will allow you to place it here, and if you're successful at placing there, you can switch the grappler with the position of an enemy, and then I've won the game. The spy, when it's placed and successful, allows you to get rid of an orthogonally adjacent spy and remove it from the board. The pusher, if successful, allows you to push another spy. So if I successfully played it into H, I could push an orthogonal enemy right off the board, and he would be taken off. If he was here, and I placed him on the I could push him up into another spot. But if I place him off the board, he's removed. The last one is the assassin. You play into the same room as an enemy. If you're successful, you remove it from the board, and you would have removed it. So those are the different powers that you have. Remember, in the game, you were just trying to get 3 in a row, just like tic-tac-toe, in order to win. Who should buy this game? You're going to be wanting a portable game. Maybe fans of tic-tac-toe that want a different version of it. If you're looking for a quick 2-player game, this is really quick if you just played 1. 2 out of 3 is what's recommended in the rules. Anybody else, I'm going to say, maybe the casuals, if you really just want something portable or you really like tic-tac-toe. Otherwise, I think there are better games out on the market. Absolute Purge for me. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.